And are you kidding? Serious? Mario Balotelli. And he's getting...
Playing sports is never easy. It can be gruesome and hard to play, especially when you take a look at these inappropriate moments in sports history. Number 24. The Sock Stuffed Fiasco. A professional boxer called Dave Allen went into a weigh-in with another boxer after stuffing his underwear to make it look like, well, something it was obviously not. The other boxer even made an inappropriate gesture, which made the whole situation even more awkward for everyone there and for whoever was watching it on TV.
Wife and my girlfriend, my wife, sorry to say, I'm so sorry, my wife, listen.
Number 23. Stupid footballers. Another inappropriate moment was when one footballer made a very foolish mistake. When thanking his friends and family, he made a very rookie mistake and thanked his wife, and also his girlfriend. He admitted to having a side chick on camera. Although he did cover up his mistake and apologized immediately, it was a very rookie mistake. Number 22. Dedicated cameraman. This cameraman tried his best to sabotage Usain Bolt's career, or maybe he was just very dedicated at getting all the angles. Regardless of what was going on in his head, the cameraman got too close to Bolt and ended up crashing into him. We doubt he's still a cameraman after taking out the fastest man on the planet. Number 21. The Flash. This football player called Darley scored a goal, and to celebrate his victory, he ran off to the opposition side, pulled down his trousers, and showed fans something they probably didn't want to see. Of course, after this inappropriate stunt, he was sent off from the field and never quite played football again. Number 20. The most disrespectful tennis player. A professional tennis player could be seen distracting the opponent and throwing curses at them while playing. He is seen as the most disrespectful person in the sport, often breaking rackets and whatnot. The man just doesn't know when to shut up. Number 19. Going bananas. These fans actually threw bananas on the pitch at Danny Alvarez, and he went and ate the banana off the pitch in the middle of the game. Maybe he got hungry. Maybe he didn't want to disappoint his fans, or maybe he just didn't care. All in all, it was quite an awkward moment. Number 18. Celebrating his victory. One guy actually took celebration to another level when he popped some champagne and sprayed it under a girl's skirt. Although you couldn't see her face since she had a helmet on, we're sure she was anything but happy about his celebration. Number 17. The pole vaulting incident. This guy proved why pole vaulting is never a good idea. While making a run and falling down on the foam laid out below him, his pole somehow managed to go through his shirt and his shorts, creating a very awkward scene for onlookers and himself too, as an inch towards his prized possessions, and he could have nearly died.
A shocking and unprovoked attack. A football supporter in Romania.
Number 16. The punch. One time, a fan ran out on the football field and right out punched a football player in the head and ran on ahead. Apparently, the player suffered injuries after this, and the fan was surely arrested for this. But that's not all. The fan, after punching one player, went to another and attacked them too. He was then kicked by the players before security got to him and let him out of the field. Number 15. Lightning strike. We bet you didn't expect this, but have you ever wondered what actually happens when lightning strikes on a football field? Well, in one game, lightning struck so loud that many players got down on the ground with their hands over their ears. We can only imagine how loud the lightning struck, but it must have been deafening for these players to abandon their game and get on the ground. Number 14. Celebrating too early. This football player was just playing the game, trying his best to win the game, when that actually happened and he scored a goal. In celebration, he went over to the stands and kissed his wife. However, only a couple of seconds after he celebrated his goal in front of everyone, the poor guy found out his goal was actually offside. We can only imagine the embarrassment. Number 13. The ball thief. All the best things always seem to happen on a football field. Another time, a police dog ran to the field, and just like all the men there, he also wanted to play with the ball. The dog was overjoyed with the ball and took it with him off the field. The game had to be abandoned once he had taken the ball off field.
Top die de keeper van AZ aanvallen. Wat voor een idiote stad. Het is er één. Nou heeft die keeper die vent ook flink te pakken. Die heeft...
Number 12. Drunken fight. Fans running out to football fields to cause mayhem never gets old. This one time, a drunken fan ran out to the field to have a full-blown fight with the goalkeeper, who reciprocated and kicked the fan until he was down. It's hard for us to understand why these fans think they can just come out to the field and do whatever entertaining thing they want. That's not how football works, people. The field isn't for you to just do whatever you want. Number 11. Women's football. If you think women's football isn't as savage, then you haven't seen this clip of a player yanking on her opponent's hair so bad that she dropped to the ground immediately. If anyone thinks women are not as brutal and violent as men, they obviously haven't seen them play sports. This other time, a player jammed her elbow in her opponent's chest so hard she dropped to her knees. Number 10. Being too good. Jack Relish, a football player, was assaulted on the field in the middle of the game for being too good. Apparently, even being good at what you do is a crime worthy of being beat up. The fan ran onto the field and felt like he was at complete liberty to dish out one to this player. Security then grabbed him as the players tried to continue their game.
Okay, so here he is.
He's wild, he's unpredictable.
Number 9. Celebratory dance. Things went south for this MMA fighter known as Johnny Walker when he attempted to perform the worm dance as a celebration. However, he ended up dislocating his arm while doing it. When asked if he injured himself after, Walker couldn't help but laugh out of embarrassment. Number 8. Adrenaline made me do it. It's hard to pay attention to anything when you have adrenaline pumping through your veins, especially if your team wins and you get enveloped into mob mentality. That's what happened when fans swarmed the football field during the ongoing pandemic, ignoring all guidelines and restrictions, leaving social distancing behind.
Unprecedented times. The crowd noise may be fake.
Number 7. Oh, sweet Arsenal. After winning the FA Cup, Arsenal decided to put their own spin on things as the captain drops the trophy before the celebration has even begun. The trophy seemed to have been divided into two, but in classic Arsenal style, they managed to make it work, continuing their celebration as if nothing happened.
And he's getting booed for this.
Number 6. Showing off. Mario Balotelli, a football player, attempted to show off his non-existent skills on the football field. When in clear view of the goal, Balotelli decided to try a half-hearted trick shot by kicking the ball to the goal with his back turned and flopped. It showed a complete lack of respect to his team and fellow players, and he was soon substituted and sent off the field. Number 5. Aggressive playing. When his team was trailing behind and the ball went to the ball boy, Eden Hazard thought he was just wasting their time. So he kicked the ball out of the ball boy's grasp and left him in a heap on the field. This enraged all the onlookers and Hazard got a red card for it.
Pass to Luis Suarez. Sturridge right. Gerrard right too.
Number 4. Part-time vampires. If you're looking to pursue a career as a football player, here's a helpful tip for you. If you can't beat them, just bite them. However, it did get him into a little trouble with the referee. But if you're committed to winning and don't mind being disgusting, you could definitely give this strategy a try. Number 3. Testing one's patience. After putting up with continuous foul throws, Pedro Martinez finally lost his cool and charged the mound. This led to a full-blown fight on the field between the two players and ultimately both of the teams. Number 2. Losing his cool. This MMA fighter was angered by the fact that he lost the fight when it was announced and ended up punching the poor ringer. He later claimed that it was unintentional, but we never know. We only know what we saw, and by the looks of it, it seemed pretty targeted to us.
Racial kind of gestures against your players. So what have you got any comment on that?
Number 1. The racial slurs. During the Manchester Derby, the Manchester City fans shouted racial slurs and chants directed at Brazilian players Fred and Jesse Lingard. As if that was not bad enough, they even threw objects at one when he went to take the corner. The officials later found lighters on the field. And that's a wrap on 24 most inappropriate moments in sports. What do you think about the relevant question to the video? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.